The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Yeah, they dipped the game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old Malcolm, if you come to a fork in the road, take it, because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
The last one got 3, now here's second and 7.
Play fake. Rodgers.
And they get him down the number 40, takes it across the 40-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Rodgers with the give to Terry Jones. He's going to go 24 to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
A nice run here early on. They don't take a great call to realize you want to establish these kind of calls like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They fake it again. Now Rodgers. Complete to Lazard. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for Packer first down. Again, it's to Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll lead them second and 3.
Next receiver supposed to do these guys out. They could recover the slash and run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Continue to clear running lanes out of passing sets. And if so, it's going to be a good day for the defense.
Rodgers finding Adams from Packer first. Rodgers now first down. A throw complete to the Titanium. Leaves him that way. Second down. Ahead of the change, second and 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll finally score here over the middle. And a big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now Rodgers. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions to him.
Well, the Goats, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, right? Understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go for it. You forget the against the game.
Right off the bat, first down starts the drive, 12 yards. First game, and it's getting touches, no catches, not feeling involved enough in the offense, so maybe that can get him going.
You and I both know that there's not a wide receiver alive. It feels like any game you got touches, even if you got 15. We all know that. But there's also an offensive coordinator or a play call that isn't smart enough to get to them open that will keep it in position.
First down, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he decides to throw that way. Well, this crowd, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most of this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying, is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you know, coaches, we've got this kind of guy they get their name sources, but they know that's not possible. So I think they got to go in there and make sure that this is a distraction. And also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the ball. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're supposed to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
3rd and 2, Fields.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
So often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
Now this is tight end out on the right side. Gets this down to the 5-yard line before it comes out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for it. It's another first down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denying his bid for a second score.
Second down and goal. Fields. And he's moving. In the zone, touchdown, Chicago. John Mooney, his 4th touchdown of the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes not even tough to find looking guys, right?
Sometimes it gets to the track. Usually means rather than just height or even speed, they use the quickness to find a way to get it.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And down it goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their own 11. Here's Rodgers. That's complete. Right side to Lazard. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. To throw is Rodgers. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down every available receiver. Just got to get into the deep details on that snap.
On 3rd and short to give it to the tight end. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now Rodgers. Touchdown, complete. Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Rodgers set to return time. Picked off to Gibson. interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Throw left side complete. That's Grant. A gain of 6 there on first. Second and 4. Fields. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That would be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Fields. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Bears! Darnell Mooney with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Well, any crisis of confidence seems to have been safely put to bed. This his 2nd touchdown now of the ball game.
And now you just have to go ahead and get ready because you know he's going to be saying it and saying it and saying it. He's telling his team that's more like it. That's what happens when you get me the football. Keep doing it, and we'll keep scoring touchdowns.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The Lug's throw here pulled in by Lazard. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Out of the gun, Fields. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Love looking to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Fields. His throw incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now, glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Off play action, Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Ready? 51, Mike. Mike 51.
3rd and long. It's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Love setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last year, up to make the play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Love now. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 38, Fields. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, a run with Cohen. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Barnes leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback. and a sack resulted.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Here's Fields. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Dean Lowry with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Love. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Love. And that's complete to Adams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And Chris Barnes there on the stop. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They try again with Cohen. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Fields now to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Fields. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Fields. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. Love now to pass on 1st down. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Lazard with a catch out left. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Love. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bears, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everyone.